Hi everyone, meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. You want to see something crazy? I guess it's not crazy. Probably no surprise. This map right here is from the National Weather Service, and it shows how many tornado warnings have been issued by each National Weather Service forecasting office. This right here, that's North Platte. That's 36, which is yellow, way down there. Up in the Dakotas, 17, 19 for the Fargo area, Minneapolis, St. Paul, 36. But number one is the center part of Oklahoma. That makes perfect sense. 143 tornado warnings issued from the 1st of January through today, which is September 3rd. So we're almost done with severe weather season. I mean, you can't count it out really, I guess, anywhere, but things are kind of starting to slow down. But first place, Oklahoma. Second place, eastern Nebraska, southwest Iowa. This is 130 for the National Weather Service out of Omaha. Third is over here, Paducah with 121. And then fourth place, this other red patch right here with 100, northwest Louisiana, east Texas, and southwest Arkansas. But second place for the National Weather Service out of Omaha. Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's been a busy year. And you know what? This isn't the National Weather Service out of Omaha's side this time, but I think it's more North Platte, Cheyenne, maybe Goodland, Kansas. But again, it's been a busy year for the center part of the U.S., including in and around Lincoln, Omaha, towards Des Moines. So anyway, threat assessment here. What we're looking at, wind, hail, tornado, and flooding threat for Wednesday, September 4th. Wind and hail are the two main concerns. Your wind, 60, 70 mile per hour, probably closer to 60 if a storm really gets going, which I kind of doubt. But that could be 70 miles per hour. Hail, probably 1 inch in diameter if we see big enough hail to create a severe thunderstorm warning, maybe 1.25 inches on the really high side. So 60 mile per hour wind gusts and 1 inch in diameter hail are your main threats. Tornado, really small chance. I mean, it's a severe thunderstorm warnings can do it at any time, so there's still a small threat. And flooding, if you get caught underneath maybe a thunderstorm that just is slow to move and sticks around forever, then you may see a flooding issue. But overall, wind and hail are your two main issues. Now, what's going to happen here? See my little blue hand there? See this bend? This area right here is like a little spoke of energy, just a little whoop, like one of those things. And see what it does right there? See this? That's kind of just enough energy right there that from about Denver to Minneapolis, that's about the northwestern half of Nebraska. That jet stream, just enough of a little tweak, just enough a little spin, not speed, upgrade, that we could see some strong to severe storms. So here's what Stormcast has for us. Now this is Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Notice spotty showers out there already. That's actually going to kind of weaken the potential for storms because it's going to be cloudy all day. I mean, how often do you see a cloudy day with a lot of severe weather? But the storms are going to stick around. That jet stream, the low-level jet's going to kick in. It does look like we could see, this is 8 p.m., I think by after sunset, just enough right there. See this right here? That's going to be just enough, and maybe a cluster here and this line here, maybe 1 or 2 strong to severe storms that could linger into southwest Nebraska through about midnight, Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. And then it's a cold front that's going to sweep all the way down through central Nebraska by 6 in the morning, maybe make it into eastern Nebraska right there. See, notice Thursday afternoon around noon, Grand Island, Lincoln, Omaha, maybe Beatrice and Columbus. Might see a sprinkler or two or a shower, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Could see right there, just maybe. I mean, that's by the time it makes it to eastern Nebraska, it will be weak. Won't have a lot to work with. Very dry atmosphere in eastern Nebraska. So the chance is there, but I think the better chance is going to be from Minneapolis to Denver and areas north and west. So the Dakotas, the northwestern half of Nebraska, parts of Wyoming, northern Colorado, into Montana, Minneapolis area, Minnesota. So that's where your overall risk is for severe weather. Again, this is just a marginal risk, not a big deal. It's level 1 out of 5. It's not a slight, not an enhanced. I mean, it's just 1 or 2 thunderstorms could be on the strong to severe side. That's what that means. Tornado threat doesn't even have it on here. And like I was saying earlier, it's a small chance. not zero. It's probably more of a 1%, maybe a 0.5%. So you notice it's 2%, 5, 10, 15. When you get up here, it's really bad. 2% is usually maybe 1 or 2. So when it's less than that, I'm really not expecting tornadoes, but again, I don't want to rule it out completely. Large hail, the lowest you can get, 5%, but still a chance that you could see some 1-inch in diameter hail, which is big enough. I mean, you start to see 1-inch in diameter hail, you start to get a little damage. So that's why the northwestern half of Nebraska into the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wyoming, Colorado, Montana could see some hail, but probably not going to be any bigger than the size of a quarter. Damaging wind, 5% chance for damaging wind. More than likely it's going to be your 60 mile per hour wind gust potential. Won't be very high, but 1 or 2 storms may eke out a 65, possibly 75 mile per hour wind gust, but far and few between. And big area. I mean, we have a huge area to deal with here. So those storms, they're going to be really all over the place. It doesn't look like it's going to be one huge cluster of storms, just kind of random scattered showers and thunderstorms. So that's basically what we're looking at. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of severe weather, be like really, really severe weather. But think about that, though. I mean, let's look at that again. The tornado warning event count by Weather Forecasting Office from January 1st through early September, 130. I mean, that's just incredible for eastern Nebraska. 41 for the Grand Island office, the Hastings office. 36 for North Platte. A little surprising, the Cheyenne market. Usually quite a few tornado warnings come out of this area. I mean, it's just kind of a hot spot. It's usually storms that form in Colorado and kind of eke their way into the Panhandle. Only 5 compared to 130. I mean, that's just incredible. Oklahoma with 143, some other hot spots. Southwest Ohio, of all places, 75. Minneapolis, St. Paul, 36. 87 for Des Moines. I mean, that's a solid number. That's a lot of tornadoes, but it's nothing compared to the 130 in for the National Weather Service out of Omaha. Just anyway. Severe weather threat is small, but it's not zero. So if anything gets a little pesky, if anything gets a little out of control, I will stream live to make sure everybody knows what's going on. So if you like and subscribe, that way you know when I'm live, when things are happening. If things are severe, you can ask questions, like when's it going to hit my house, things like that. Just let me know where you're at so I don't have to guess, because sometimes people are like, oh, when's it going to hit me? I don't know. Where do you live? So let me know that stuff. But like and subscribe, that would be awesome, and it helps get my channel out there a little further so more people know about it. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.